Okay, welcome to Trail Hunter USA. This video is going to be about showing you the modifications I made to this HCalory diesel heater. I purchased this diesel heater as part of my Overland rig build because of the compactness of it. I've got a video on, as you're seeing here, this is the end of the video where I showed how the manufacturer wanted you to install it and set it up, which is perfectly fine, but I wanted to do a little more to make it more compact, and so I could get everything in that box and be able to put it all together really quickly and put it up. So the rest of this video I'm going to be showing you my modifications. Just know this is what it looked like before I made those modifications. Another great thing about this unit is it has an app, and you can run everything off the app.
It still says it is heating. Hey everybody, Eric Taylor, Trail Hunter USA. Welcome back. This is a video on my modifications I made to my HCalory diesel heater. As you see, I've made several changes to it, and I just want to go over those with you. One reason I made the changes is to make it more compact, take up less space, and I guess that is the main reason. And where I'm going to place this outside, what I wanted to do is I wanted to run the this is where the heat comes out of the unit. And normally there's one hose, of course. I put this T in here and I'm running two hoses off of it, and what I'm going to do, one will go into the tent and one is going to go into the Bronco. And one of the reasons for it going into the Bronco is that is where my girls are going to be. So I'll have, and if I can run it into the Bronco, and just to keep the Bronco heated during the nights, on cold nights. So that's one of the modifications I made. The another one is the exhaust. If you remember, the exhaust came way up, came up like right up here. I just cut it off short. I bought an extra elbow. I bought an extra elbow off of Amazon, and I'll have all the parts that I used to order this and down in the description, where you can just click on a link and go get them. But I shortened that up. On the other side, this is where air comes into the unit to be reheated and sent out to the tent. So I put this piece on, and then I went and got this bigger hose, and I'm going to run this inside the tent. That way it's pulling warmer air back in here instead of this pulling in like right now we're 7 degrees tonight. It'd be pulling in the 7-degree air and trying to heat it. So this will make the unit more efficient. It'll make the unit to use less energy and less fuel. So I thought that would be good. So I just put this piece on. Again, links in the description, and this hose is going to run into the tent. Okay, another modification is, you know, if you saw the video, and I'll have a link to that video I did on the putting this thing together, but the white fuel tank is supposed to be attached to this at all times. That would not be good for storage and the fuel being upside down, knocked around and everything, so I'm not going to do that. I went out and bought a Rotopax, a diesel tank. Now I've heard that you can run kerosene through these and it's better for them. I may do that. If it does, I will put kerosene in this instead of diesel fuel. And then I bought this valve here that simply it'll just attach. Basically it's got a rubber gasket on it, steel piece. You put it in here and just screw it down. It's got a rod. You'll have to cut the rod to fit, but it comes down to along here, so it'll be toward the bottom of the tank. And then I have this quick disconnect for the fuel line. I'll just connect it here, and I've got another one connected at the bottom of this. Hopefully you can see this. And I'll connect the fuel lines, and I'll be ready to go. Turn the unit on and ready to go. Okay, the other modification I made, you can see in here, instead of running this air unit, if you remember, it came way up in here. It was not very efficient the way it was, but I just put it inside here. This thing has got plenty of ventilation, enough ventilation that it doesn't need to be out in the air, I guess open air. So I'm going to leave that in there so I don't have to mess with it. This is where it was attached originally, and so no longer will I need that. And I should be able to store everything inside here, and I'm getting ready to test that out. Okay, I am able to store everything in here except for this, and of course the fuel tank, which I'm going to attach that to the Bronco. And I'll store this somewhere, maybe even in the tent. I don't know, but I got everything in here. There's a couple more things I want to talk to you about.
Okay, if you're wondering what I used to have, this case you see right here in front of you is what I used to carry my diesel heater in, and everything I needed for all the attachments and everything for the diesel heater. So this big box versus the one you just saw is why I got the HCalory.
In here, I have heard that these the green fuel lines will wear out, or they don't hold enough pressure, or something happens to them over time. I will eventually change those out with the white hose, but I didn't want to do it now. I want to go ahead and run this 1 year like it is. Then I'll come in and I'll put probably a new fuel filter on and run some new line, maybe a fuel pump. I don't know, but that's the only other modification I will probably do to this thing. Okay, that's going to be a wrap for this video on my modifications on the HCalory diesel heater. I think these things are going to work really well. It's going to help me have a more compact space for so I can put things up and solve some of my storage problems, as you've seen in a previous video. And that's about it for this. I'll have all the links in the description for everything that I got. I've already purchased a new fuel filter and stuff. I was going to put that on, but I decided to wait and use this for a while. Fuel filter and some of this tubing and some other things that I purchased. All those will be in the description. You can go click on those links and get right to whatever I purchased to put all this together. But I've had fun working on this, and hopefully it's going to work well. I'll do another video in the future, obviously, showing how efficient this is. So appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you on the trails.